Even though I live my life on the road, doesn't mean I don't have time for you. Plenty I've tried, almost came close, but none of them compare to you. So let's live our life. I got more. I know my life can get so crazy, but
what is good, everybody? What's up? It's your girl Hannah, and I am back with another video. So guys, I have been pumping videos, editing, just craziness since I've been back from Miami. And I had a wonderful time there. Let me tell you guys, it was definitely a vacation that I needed. And for anybody, like, if you just feel overwhelmed, or, as a mom, you just get to a point where things are just overwhelming. Sometimes it is good to, like, take a step back. My eyes look really watery right now. I don't know why, but yeah, but I had a wonderful time. Like, it was definitely something that I've never done before, and I loved it. While I was out there, though, and I'll add the clip, at the end, I did something that I said somewhere in my earlier videos that I was going to do as part of a thank you. It's something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. So if you guys notice, I have a new little friend here. And I got my nose pierced. And I kind of wanted to talk about today with you guys the reason behind getting my nose pierced, because for most people it's like a fashion statement. It looks cute, they want to do it, and for me it's something that I've done in the past, and I've always taken it out because of what people have said to me, how people feel, and growing up, just certain things that you're taught, and it's part of growing up and learning about yourself. So I wanted to talk about my reason for piercing my nose. As I shared with you guys before, I've been dealing with a lot of things and kind of just learning myself and learning to love myself. And the trip to Miami, part of me going was, yes, I needed to really know me and really begin to come out of my shell and not kind of live the life that other people would like to see or want me to live, but more so be myself, learn to be free and not worry about someone's opinion, or if I make a move or I do something that they may not agree with or they may not like, not to worry and not to let it pretty much consume me. So piercing my nose was a step of pretty much, if you would say, breaking a sense, as people would say, growing up in the church, you got bondage or chains on you. It was a sense of me breaking those chains of, self-hate in a sense, not liking certain things about myself. Growing up in a place where, like I said, I felt like I had to please everybody else. What does everybody want Hannah to do? I live a life where, I've begun to learn a lot of things about, even at birth, my lifestyle. A lot of things weren't chosen for me. So I feel like a lot through my life, a lot of decisions, a lot of things that were done to me or how my life turned out, a lot of it, I didn't have any decision making in it. I didn't have any control. And so me piercing my nose was a step of Hannah's finally gaining control of her life and learning to love myself and not care or feel like I have to change who I am or how I want to be or certain things that I like. And I have to tell you guys, like, I don't know if anybody else has ever dealt with that, but it is very, very hard, especially if you have family or you have friends or people around you that, I don't want to call it judgmental, but in a sense, that's kind of what I call it. Like, it's a bit of judgmental, and when they don't like certain things, they make it very clear. They make you very uncomfortable, and they kind of sometimes may even force your hand. Like, well, no, this is how it's got to be. And it's like, for me, I no longer want to live like that. For too long, I always, hid who I was, things that I liked, things that I wanted to venture out and do, the type of person that I wanted to be. And it's nothing crazy, but it's simple things like this. It's simple things like, getting a tattoo, just certain things that people may not agree with. And, that's fine, but it's me. It's what makes me happy. And that's kind of, I guess you could say, what I'm on a journey. I'm on a journey of healing and doing things that makes Hannah happy. And I have to tell you guys, like, if that's something that you haven't done yet, or you're still so scared, stop being scared. Come out of your shell. Be yourself, because there's nothing like being yourself and valuing yourself, seeing your value and knowing what you have to bring to the table and going forth and not letting anybody stop you. Even if it's your parents. Your parents love you and they're there to guide you, but they should never hold you back from being the type of person that you want to be. Especially, like I said, if it's nothing crazy, if it's not on, lines of like, all right, maybe I need to check my child. But as a parent myself, I see my kids, and I don't ever want my kids to be afraid to be themselves. Like, don't be afraid that I'm going to judge you. I'm there to support you 100% of the way. I'm going to give you my advice and my feelings, but at the end of the day, you are an individual person, and you need to be and live how you want to live. Because at the end of the day, I lived my life. I've done the proper things that I need to do to raise you and train you, and my job is done. Now it's time for me to see, out of my training, what are you blossoming to? So for me, it's a time for me to really break out of my shell and just really become myself and learn to really love myself and not be afraid of how people are going to think. I know people are going to report back. They always do. But I'm at a point in my life where those things don't bother me. Like, Hannah is Hannah, and pretty much if you don't agree with it or you don't like it, that's fine, because I've made up in my mind, like, listen, I can no longer let things or people or society judge or control or have any type of holds on my movements in life and where I want to be. And I can't fully be the person that I want to be and fully open up if I'm constantly held down and worried about, well, if I do this, this is going to happen. And if I do that, then that's going to happen. I can no longer live like that. I mean, it's not right for anybody. So, I just wanted to kind of let you guys know kind of my reasoning behind it. And I'm really proud of myself. It definitely was not easy, going around and kind of wearing it and just putting it out there. But I love it. Like, I feel like it makes me, it compliments me. It's nothing crazy, like I said. And like I said, I have children, and if they grow up to be 16, 17 years old and my boys want a tattoo or they want to pierce their ears or something, listen, once you are of age, you do what makes you happy. Be yourself, because you're never going to be fully happy. And I had to start realizing that, like, Hannah's got to do what makes Hannah happy, because I've lived so long, especially being pregnant at such a young age, making sure that everything else around me was happy and making sure everybody else was happy. But I never looked into what makes Hannah happy. And I was always so afraid to do certain things. But I'm at the point where it's like, I'm not hiding anymore. Like, this is me. And if I can have cousins and family members and friends that can do these things and they're happy, why can't I? I deserve the same thing, So that was kind of my reasoning, and I just really hope that, if there's anybody out there, I know I got a lot of good feedback on my last video, but as I said, I'm going to put videos out there like that because I've lived a crazy life, and I've been through a lot, and there's a lot of things that in maturing and growing up, I've learned about myself, I've learned about people, and I've learned never let somebody control you. Never. It's not worth it. You're never going to be satisfied with life, and you're never going to be happy, and you're never going to be able to elevate yourself if there's constantly somebody who has a bondage and a control over your mind, because you're constantly thinking about them. And that's truth. Like, for me, for a long time, that's how it was for me. Like, oh, well, if I do this, this is going to make these people, or that situation like this or whatever. And it's not really about them. You know, they've lived their life. They've done what they've had to do. And now it's time for Hannah to live her life and do what she has to do. And as a mom, I want to be a great example. I don't want my kids running away from me or hiding, you know, because they're scared of what their mom or what somebody else is going to think. No person should ever have that type of control over someone. So I really hope, you know, that this really encourages somebody. Get up and just be yourself, you know, and if people don't like it, what can they do? You're you. And learn to embrace every part of you. And I have to tell you, Miami really opened that door for me. It really taught me a lot about myself that I didn't know, and it really opened up a lot of just things that I never realized I had the strength to do and be. But you know what? I did it. And I'm so proud of myself. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the clip. I hope you guys enjoy. And you know, your girl will always be back with another video. Bye.
What's up, guys? I'm about to get my nose pierced. Whew, I'm so nervous. My face is turning red. Okay.
Shout out to the cameraman.
The only
Okay. Let's go. No.
I had a slushie.
That was like 2 hours ago?
Yeah.
What are you feeling right now? My phone is hot and it's off of that. She was not expecting that.
I said I was.
Hey, where's my phone? Here's some hot. Jeep.
It's done, guys. And I didn't cry. Well, my eyes are watering. But I didn't cry. No, you did a great job, Okay, don't touch it, like don't turn it or nothing. Okay, just leave.
Only when you take a shower.
Okay.
When it's wet.
Then
You
I-
can roll, put salt, every wash, dry. her?
No, and I'm good. You did a great job. Thank you.
How long until she can change the ring?
3 weeks.
Okay. And what's your name? What's your name for YouTube?
Eduardo.
Eduardo.
Thank you very much. That wasn't bad. That was
Let me see.
painful. I like it. Actually, I don't mind it this small. It's not huge.